Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. So there's been another hotfix released. Nothing about the disappearing and reappearing gold, so that's still a concern. A bigger concern though is this place around here. Everybody's abandoning the place. I mean, the buildings look different on this reload, but yeah. The problem, if I recall, was you need at least 100. I can find some of them. Yeah, unless desirability gets above 100%, it's like, nope, I'm out of here. One of the problems, I'm surprised they've got an issue with water. They've got an issue with firewood. I think one of the problems I had was food. And one of the things they're looking for was spices, so that's a bit of a problem. I don't see these places being sorted out anytime soon, so I think I'm just gonna take them out, because it says they've been abandoned, and I have seen buildings that have been abandoned getting repopulated, but yeah, I just don't know, because I mean, I had this situation where the money like disappeared for a while and people weren't getting paid, so people weren't getting their spirituality and everybody was wandering around unhappy, and that just caused a heap of problems. Eventually the money suddenly reappeared, but it just took ages and ages to filter through. So I'm going to take the... Well, yeah, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, take these buildings out. And that means, unfortunately, they're going to have to start all over again, build new houses, upgrade those. I mean, some of these are like tier 3, 4, I think they are. Let's have a look, see, housing. Yeah, you start off at about this tier here, just basic shelters, and that's it. They'll go through like quite a few iterations, and eventually they get to these mansions, but that's a lot of people in there compared to, say, just your average shelter of 4. So it's going to take a while to get those done. I think what I'll do is I'm going to put in some houses over here, and I need to get some houses over here anyway at some point. So I'm just going to get them to build a lot of houses, just to try and plug the gap, because my whole goal was to get this place expanded anyway. So I'm just going to dump these, and I'll have to worry about moving them around afterwards, because yeah, it's not long before we'll hit winter time. So I'll leave them to just build those. So I'm not too fussed about desirability or anything. I'll just leave them to get built, and then because there's quite a few people just don't have a house. I'm assuming they could probably go to like an emergency shelter, but I'm a bit pushed for time because we're going to get close to winter at some point. Once these are all ripped out, I'll just put the new houses in. In the meantime, let's have a look over here. So I've still got some money in there, a lot less than I had, I think. He's got quite a bit of money available, and I've got nothing to sell him. Typical. Has he got... I don't think I need anything from him. I mean, I can sell him some baskets, I suppose. There you go, have some baskets. We'll see if that picks up. In the meantime, I need to keep digging my little trench over here. I can't go there because there's a pond in the way. So I'll keep them working on this section. There's something I'm trying to think of what to do here. This is getting deeper and deeper, basically. Eventually we'll be down to that level, I would imagine, over here. And the question then is, what do I do? Because I want this to be at a reasonable height to stop people getting in. It's like if there's an invasion, we'll get people coming from over here. I don't want them to get up to here and then up to here, because that defeats the whole purpose of this. So this is, I might have to leave that little bit. That depends on, actually, that's a,
Yes?
can you get over there? Right, okay, so that looks up to be too steep, or are you going to suddenly go cross over at about here, maybe?
On it.
Oh, now you're going to do it.
Okay then, done. As you wish.
Okay, so hopefully when that gets deeper...
As you wish.
I'm surprised they just didn't do that. Right, you're coming down at that point then. So that looks to be too high, so that's okay.
All right.
You can go back about your business. I appreciate your assistance. So these are all going to get built now, so hopefully... Let's have a look-see. So there's a bit of wiggle room now. Right, okay. So what are these are all the things that have been left abandoned. Fudgesicles. Right, that house can go onto there. Yes, it's a bit of a pain because they're going to end up having to completely rebuild these places now. And there's one... No, what's that one? Oh, that's a library. It's a library. Okay, so we'll put that on there, and that one there. Swivel that one round to there, and then there. So I took those ones, and there's a one there with the build. I think the bigger concern for me is just that we're going to lose a lot of money by doing this. Not just to build them, but you lose the money that these will generate, which is a pain. What was that? I just saw something. The villager is homeless. Okay. Right, so there's nothing going on over there. They're getting built. They're getting built. There's a house there that got demolished. It's those ones. There's these ones. So hopefully that's enough capacity before we get to the winter time. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes to get these back. I mean, they might only ever get to this point, which is the manor. Because, yeah, one of the problems of memory servers was the food. I know they were complaining a bit about the water just shortly, but spices, the problem is you can't grow spices, all you can do is buy them, which is a bit of a pain. Speaking of pains, I'm going to have to flatten this again, aren't I? Right. This all needs flattening. Everything needs flattening these days. If we go that away. I mean, I suppose the horses won't mind too much because they just get to wander around for now, but... I mean, there's no, like, wolves or anything on the map, as far as I'm aware, to harass the goats over here, for instance, but... Oh, interesting, I can't go any further now. Can't scroll the map any further. So we're right on the edge, but I want to try and get this done. We want to put in a... I'll probably put in another little goat farm or barn over here. There's chickens we want over there. I think that's... Yeah, that's about as far as I can get with a goat there. But the whole idea is to try and get more people over here eventually. I want more room over there because I can't remember, I've either got a shortage up here or I've got people working up here but living down here, or vice versa. It's one of the two. Right, so they're still working on that. This is all going to be... Yeah, this all still needs flattening as well. Like I say, everything needs flattening. Go that away. Yeah, we're not into the winter yet. But one thing I've noticed actually, because I now play this game on GeForce now, so it's an RTX 4080 that I get, but since the last patch, the performance feels a lot better now than it did before. The frame rate's a lot better. But one thing I've noticed is the game rig itself still complains. Every now and again you get like a warning if the computer that's running your game has an issue. I think before this last patch it was complaining of like performance of about 0%. That's how bad it was complaining. It says this is just not workable. And now it's at about 10%. So it's basically still saying that the game, it's just struggling. I don't know what type of CPU they put in these. You get a reasonable, or pretty good graphics card. But it's, yeah, it's still suffering. Right, how are we doing for housing? So these are all starting to get built. But yeah, these are going to struggle because we've only got enough room for 4 people. This all needs flattening. Everything needs flattening. I'm probably going to be seeing that a lot. Everything needs flattening. Oh, hello. Construct 25 shelters in a single settlement. Yeah, those achievements make a lot more sense when you're just starting from scratch. Ooh, conspiracy theories. Was that the plan? Was that baked into the game? Did it tweak things so that everything would fall apart and you'd be forced to get your achievements on an existing save? Probably not. No. No. Not happening. No. Not at all. So over here, it's not going to help because you got industry going on over here. So that's just not going to happen. I'm just looking for any gaps I might have left for houses. So that one's now built. So just waiting for these ones. These look so out of place compared to these buildings. They're just little shacks. So it looks terrible when you think about it. It's like, yeah. So that's at least up to 94%. So it looks like they're starting to upgrade now. Because they're set for automatic rebuild. At least these ones are. So that's still about 40 people. Ooh, wow, the game just suddenly stalled there. That is stalling. So they're still going about it. But yeah, that just looks so out of place now. Was it there? 2 backs? Yeah, it's that square bracket. So these buildings just now look so out of place compared to what it used to be. It's like anybody who's living in here, I'm surprised it doesn't like bring the quality of the neighborhood down. It's like, seriously, peasants. Why have you got peasants living next door? Reginald, we need to complain to the mayor. Right, how are we doing over here? Are these all being built? So they're still going. I suspect as soon as you start to see the little planks, I think that's when they start to upgrade them. So they're thinking about it. We'll get there eventually. Ooh, back to our trench. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, I really want to have a moat. But this is the nearest I can get. It's a real pity. That would be like seriously cool if I could just fill a big moat with water. That would be seriously cool then. Right, housing shortage. What are you complaining about? There's not enough housing. Well, we're working on it. We're trying. Actually, how many people have we got? Yeah, it doesn't tell you much there. So there's a bit of information up there. So as I say, I mean, hopefully they'll get these built in time and upgraded in time before we hit the winter. Because that's a big drop back, going to 4 people versus this. It was like 12 or something? 10. So none of these have been upgraded yet. So what? Well, that one has been upgraded already. So there's a homestead. So their problem is food types. So what kind of food have we got? See, I mean, I'm surprised we've hardly got any meat. To be fair, that's probably because I've got them busy on smoked meat. But we've got like tons of fruit. Lots of beans, lots of greens. Fruit, I think, is something I wanted to focus on at some point. Because I've got all of these different types of products over there, but I'm seriously tempted to set up little gardens over here just to grow the berries. I might do something similar down here. If I can find the wiggle room, maybe, because I've got quite a few of them growing here. So there's 2 of them growing berries here. Where's the market? There. I mean, they've got access to local resources here, so we've got quite a few bits and pieces here. I'm surprised at the market. There's 4 of them. So you're seeking shelter.
What is it?
See, why are they up here? This is what I was thinking. Is like there's a lot of people I suspect were working here, but living up here, or vice versa. That's why I was trying to expand this place. Just have to see how they go. So they've built those, and they're just in the process of trying. I haven't even built that one yet for some reason. It's a bit surprising. Let's try and get a bit of a priority for that one, because there's plenty of logs. This is the thing I'm most bothered about, is gold, specifically the lack of. So we've got about, what's that, about 30 people maybe? Can't quite tell because that's bright red. Oh, there you go, yeah. It's about roughly 30-ish people, 33. Not enough fodder for winter. Why? How is there not enough? There's a bajillion here. How dare you say such things? You're insinuating that I don't provide enough food for the horses and the cows and the... We don't have sheep. We've got goats. Closest thing we get is goats, I suppose. Right, so that's now upgraded. So that takes you to... That goes up from 4 to 5. But they're not going to budge because they're whinging about food types for some strange reason. And I don't know why. It's not what I really was looking for. I suppose a lot depends where all this stuff is. It's out there somewhere. I don't know where, but it's out there somewhere. Seems kind of pointless collecting raw meat when... And I don't think I've got like any means to restrict what people can get. I think I'll just speed this up since we're in winter anyway. That one's going to get upgraded. Yes, I'm well aware there's a housing shortage. That's why we're building more houses and we're upgrading houses. Well, I'm asking them to do that. Whether they can be bothered or not is another story. So that's a thought. Are you...
Work to be done?
You're labourers. Are you a builder or a labourer? You're a builder. Okay. So it may well be that the builders are just too busy doing all the flattening. I was going to say terraforming, but terraforming doesn't exist. They just flatten things. They get their little shovel out and they just pat the ground with it. Make it a bit flatter than it was before. It does eventually get flat, because I think what they do is they just go around the highest points and they just pat that a bit, and then it spreads out a bit. And eventually, if you keep patting the ground enough, eventually all the the little cells that they've got end up at the same height. So it does work eventually. So instead of like literally digging the soil up and then taking it somewhere else, they just pat it with a shovel. So it's not efficient, but it works. Somehow. Just takes a long time. Right, I don't want to get them doing that anymore yet, because we're in winter. Actually, I think I might pause that. Pause these ones, because otherwise I've got people wandering around in the winter time. The less stuff they do in the winter time, the less chance they're going to have problems. Right, so that's still going. So that one's been upgraded. Oh, no, that's upgraded as well already. Cool. That is tolerable. I can tolerate that. That's just one of those things that happens. You know, it's at the moment it's just part of life. We haven't figured out how to, you know, make these people immortal. Oh, Craig, you're getting upgraded already. So you're in the process. So if you go to oh, it doesn't tell me. So you need gold, you need planks, and you need clay. So yeah, this is going to be eating into the gold that I had. I'm not going to do that yet. Tell you what, as much as I need to put money in the kitty. This is the problem. I need more gold in the town. Now, there's a moment in time where that gold gets transferred, and I don't know where it goes. It goes somewhere. So it tells you it's there probably in the vaults, because that's where it gets stored. But it might not actually be there. Oh no. There's a tag missing. But that's... no. Blurb. Death consolidated entry firewood. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, that one. That reasoning... I understand that reasoning. I think it's a case of... it died of hypothermia. I'm surprised they still haven't done this one. Because that's the priority. Unless it was the builder who came out here to do that work. I mean, it's a possibility. Anything is possible, I'm just saying. So we've got fewer people now. Woodsickles. So I've now lost 9 people. I mean, on the plus side, I don't need as many houses, but... yeah. I'm just mean. Seriously, how is nobody interested in building this? I cannot comprehend these things. Surely it would be more in your interests to build this one, because there's nothing to supply. You just walk up to it and tap on it with your hammer or whatever it is and build it. I'm confused. Yes, I'm aware there's a housing shortage. That's why I want these builders to get off their butts and do something about it. See, I've even got the wiggle room. We could have up to 200 builders. I'm just saying. Seriously. Why can you not be bothered to build a hovel? Well, technically it's a shelter, but looks like a hovel. At least that's what those people in the big houses will be saying. I mean, because you can look here, like you've got your cooking pot out here, you've got all your food outside. In terms of quality, these people have kind of like gone downhill. I'm just saying. I mean, there's your outhouse now. Upgrade 20 shelters to tier 2. I mean, these, if you think about it, there was a lot of these people were living in this sort of house. And now they're living in these. I'd be a tad disappointed. I'd have rather stayed in the big house if it was me, but that's just me. These people just, I don't know, I think they're just fuzzy. It's a case of, I no longer want to live in a nice big house. I want to live in a, well, I was going to say something, but yeah, let's not say that. Right, let's go and get back on track with our hole in the ground. Because we need a hole in the ground. Right, we can resume whatever it was I paused. Right, this can get back on track. There's ones over here to do again. Go that away. Oh no! Oh, hang on a minute. Is that right? It's probably not sensible to go that way. Because basically the wall's in the way. Because what I found is if there's a wall there, it doesn't raise the ground if there's a wall, which is a bit of a pain. So I had to destroy the whole. See, that was originally a wall running along there. Oh, fudgesicles. That explains a lot. Oh, that was not the plan. See, even I'm getting confused now. That's supposed to come out in favour of the wall. Let's do some stripy stripes. So that'll do 62 in that away. Because I need to pull this down. I wonder if I can do that actually. Out of curiosity. If I get them to pull that down to a level, eventually the plan is to get that wall reinstated. Right, how are our houses coming along? I mean, they're improving. They're going from being hovels to something better. We've still got a housing shortage though. We're on 15. So we've dropped by about 12. Oh dear. Okay. At this rate, I think we're going to solve our problem by people dying of old age. It's like, okay, fair enough. Wasn't the plan. I mean, I would have much preferred to have got them houses, but you know, you can't have everything. Right, if we go that way, then we'll go that way. And I think I'll go and see how the horses are doing as well. Oh, and the goats. So, right, how's the goats doing? Because they'll be all wandering around. This is the trouble, you see. They'll all be just wandering around, going where they please, which was not the plan. Which way do you need to go? That way. Hey, who's that? Oh, it's Lethros. Go that way. Right, let's go and see what Lethros has got. It's quite possible I might be able to sell. Because he usually, if memory serves, he usually has like expensive things, or he sells expensive things. So we've got no spares. That's something we could start selling. Let's keep some of these in here. Let's keep stock. Why have we got no... Why have we got nothing here? There's an opportunity being passed. I could have sold him lots of cheese. Okay, there's nothing... Unfortunately, he doesn't want to buy swords. He's interested in selling me some. Same as the heavy weapons. That's a pity, they're going for a good price as well. Boo-hoo. Right, housing. Oh, horses. Let's get our priorities here. The horse, because the horses need to be put into a little pen. And the fencing, I'll have a problem though I don't sort that out first. 625. So at the moment they're going... Oh, it's coming all the way out to here. Oh, crikey. crikey, that's all. That's a big field. So working on that, working on that. Still working on that. Oh, a hole in the ground's making progress. Oh, start from about here. So we'll just keep getting them to play a patty cake over here. Like I say, eventually it should get flattened. Gonna win, but eventually. Let's leave that bit out. Go that way. Because ultimately the plan is have some turrets over here, or towers, more towers up here. The big problem is a distinct lack of money. What are these people doing?
Hello?
Oh, you're going wandering that way. I think that's the downside of having a trader up there. They're probably coming all the way down to here to have to get things, and it just takes forever and a day. Oh, fudgicles. We need to invent roller skates or something. I mean, we've been here for 3 centuries. You think somebody would have thought of that line? I'm just saying. Food production. Have we got... Right, forager shack. Forager shack. Forager shack. I'm feeling generous. Let's have a forager shack. How's about a forager shack? And while we're at it, we'll build a forager shack and maybe a forager shack. Roads. We need a bit of a road there. So the only downside is they've got to build those at tier 1, so they won't achieve anything really. And then eventually they'll... Oh, hello. Where's that at? Where? Where's this at? I would like to know. Where? You're warning me about things that I don't know about. Where's the problem? Aha. I pressed the wrong buttons, didn't I? Low desirability. Somewhere out there, somebody's complaining. And that's never good. Now, why is that dropping into the 80s? I mean, you've got a... I mean, there's a pole over there. You know, there's a nice place over there to do some pole dancing. Why is that a problem? How's about... Maybe I can, like, convince them that there's more to life than pole dancing. Right, that's no good. That's no good. Well, that could be an ornamental tree. I can put an ornamental tree. What about a flower urn? Oh, we can put a flower urn. Right, so they just take up one little... Oh, now there's a thought. If I can convince them of those small statues, that's... There's a bit of wiggle room over there. So that ornamental tree does... Ooh, now that's interesting. There's a water feature getting in the way. Ho ho ho. That'll cheer up. Right, what is ATGA wanting to buy, if anything? See, there's nothing. They're not stocking the place. How am I supposed to sell people things if there's nothing in stock? I mean, I want to sell those, but there's not. I don't have enough, like, over there, so I'm reluctant to do that. Can I sell you some candles? How about some coal? Can I sell you some coal? Apparently I've got plenty of coal. We've run out of pelts. Yeah, I wouldn't think Lethros will have any. Seriously, I need somebody who can invent roller skates. Or the equivalent. I mean, it's early days. I mean, I think they're still struggling with the concept of a wheel, but these are things we need to speed people up. They need to go faster. I mean, I don't... Surely they can make... Can they not make... Yeah, I mean, the chariots have been around for a while. Surely they can... I mean, we've got horses. You know, like, go around with a buggy or something. Surely we can do these things. Right, they're digging a trench still. Well, digging is a... Well, use of that word is a bit subjective, I'd say. It's still more shovelly jobs with what I would like to think of a game of patty cake. That's how I see it. It's a game of patty cake, except using a shovel as opposed to a hammer. Let's keep going. Oh, interesting. Let's go with that away then. So it's a 187 job. So still think about that. So a lot of these have been getting upgraded. So we now are on... We've almost got... Seriously? You've got to be kidding me. Dun dun dun. These lot need to get moving. We need to get a move. Forget about the problems that you've got. We've got bigger problems. Whatever problems you've got in your life, they don't matter when you've got one of these things coming in your direction. Now this is intriguing because why are they coming along this way? Usually there's going to be somebody up here. I am intrigued. If they use this battering ram to knock down the fishing hut, I'm not going to be impressed. So where are they going to go? Because they usually tend to stop and then you get... Actually, you usually get a warning. An audible warning. When they turn up and then all of a sudden they decide to get moving. Now these lot, they're on the move. Are they going to stop? Yes, they've stopped. I like that. What are you up to, you miscreants? Seriously, what's with the buildings on fire? Have we got like an arsonist on the loose or something? Seriously? Why don't you just, get the buckets of water out? Right, now we're getting the audible warning. Why don't you put the water out? Put the fire out. I mean, am I asking too much? Seriously, if you don't put it out, it's going to burn down. They're not in the slightest bit interested. Anyway, so they're coming this way. Right, where's the...
At the ready.
Alright, so you're still making your way down here. Oh, fudgesicles, it's the wrong crew. Oopsie. Oops. Oopsie. Wrong people. Right, well you can go back home. It was supposed to be the cavalry, because I want the cavalry to take them out. I can't believe this. Nobody's in the slightest bit interested in putting this out. They're just going to let it burn down. They're not even bothered about it like spreading to another building or anything. It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Charming. Absolutely charming. Right, so they come... Well, that's an interesting path you're taking. Hopefully, they can get there before the battering ram. I'm not so optimistic. I mean, we're taking pot shots at it, but being a battering ram, it's got a lot of defense. I'm still surprised that nobody's spawned up here. But they're just going to smash through the fence at this rate. Now that is interesting. So they haven't... I wonder why they didn't want to go here. I would have thought they would be going along here. Forget about these folks. Alright, so they're going to go that way. Ah, so presumably because if they can get through there, they can get up to there. That's a possibility. Right, just ignore that lot. No, just ignore them. Focus on the battering ram. The battering ram is the problem.
It will be done.
Right.
At
Go
once.
back here.
As you command. At once. Right away.
Right. If I can send them up here.
Right away.
That'll pull some of them out. Right, these lot. You can come out to play. Ooh. Let's go and hassle these lot. I think some of them are, actually I think some of them have got pikes. Yeah, it looked like some of them had pikes. My biggest threat is the archers.
Right away.
They do like a heap of damage, especially like the cavalry. Right, get yourselves down here.
Right away.
Now there's going to be somebody queuing up here as well, usually. Because I want to try and keep that gate from falling. Right, so we've got about 1,000 ghouls, that's not too bad. So they're kind of holding their own. Right, let's get yourselves around to here then.
It will be done.
So I think they're holding their own back there. Right, if I can get them round to here, they can take care of this lot. Oh, they're all leaving anyway. Yeah, they're going anyway.
As you command.
Then we'll just mop them up with the cavalry. Right, going after the lead one over there.
It will be done.
Right, you can go home. Right, a villager has died from old age. It's understandable. As I say, I haven't discovered immortality yet. I mean, we haven't even discovered roller skates, for crying out loud. Seriously, why have we not got things like roller skates? Right, can I sell you things? I can sell you some candles. I'm running low on candles. I can sell you some baskets. There's nothing here that I want to sell, which is a pity. And vice versa. Like, go and try and look up as many of these as you can. The more of them that I take out, the more cheerful I shall be. It's not going to achieve anything, because it's not going to stop them coming back. Well, it's going to stop these individuals coming back. Ooh. A root of the first tree. Trees grow 15% faster and orchards produce more fruit. Interesting. So these raiders, obviously, by the looks of it, actually drop things, which is interesting. Come on. Do a bit of cleanup here. That's not bad, that. Yeah, would have gone better if I'd brought the right people out in the first place. Oh, okay. Yeah, they've been cured. They haven't been cursed, they've been cured. That's a relief. Seriously. Alright, work areas. Oh, it's not that feature again, is it? It's one of those things where it's like, we couldn't be bothered to grow the right type of trees because we can't grow. We're not going to knock them down anymore and produce any wood. That's usually what it boils down to. Right, that needs doing. Come on, let's get on with this game of patty cake. The clock's ticking. I mean, it's not really. I mean, we're into like the was it the 4th century we're into? Who knows where we'll be before full patch releases out. Right. That's not going to go anywhere, I think, because of that wall. I have my suspicions, but I don't think that's going to get any higher. I'm surprised at that. All we got was a bunch of raiders down here. We didn't get anybody up here. There's usually one at both ends. So that's puzzling. Right, so at least these are starting to get upgraded. It was a major victory. So I lost one villager. Nothing was pillaged, which is good. Right, these are all upgradable. Hold on. Right. Upgrade. Upgrade. Right, as long as it doesn't involve gold, then I'm fine. I've got other bits and pieces to spare, just not gold. Gold is a problem. I'm just saying. We have just a bit of a shortage when it comes to gold. Right, did I do any? Did I actually build any over here? I don't think I did I? Let's get a road going then. Because why not? It might be a bit of a wibbly wobbly road, but it's a road all the same. Or it will be a road. Right. So that's a... Nope, not a hunter's cabin. I want to start off with a forager's shack. Oh! Hang on, is that the wrong way around or something? Please tell me that was just the wrong way around. Right, so do that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. So I don't have any more wiggle room. We'll get those up and running, we'll get them more berries. That might cheer them up a bit. So there's quite a few... Oh, fudgesicles. Hold on. I'm thinking about it. These can all get put somewhere else afterwards. Right, so it looks like I've done something to improve the housing situation anyway, so we're getting somewhere. Desirability is still sucks. So their problem is there's no spice, and there's... So why is the desirability? I wonder whatever happened, because there was... I mean, there's a preacher over there. Amenities, preachers. I mean, that reaches quite a distance if it's there. Goes over here, all the way roughly to the centre point there. And there's a one there who gets to... goes in the centre as well, so I've got it covered. We've got our religion covered. We've got a big grand theatre out here as well. Just like thinking, well, what else can I do? What else can I do to entertain them? I mean, you've already got a theatre. I mean, there's the library. I mean, the nearest library is... I think there's one around here somewhere. There's a library there, I think. So that goes almost to the edge. The only drawback is that, I mean, that uses books. So they've got quite a few. Have we got any spares? Yeah, we've got quite a few actually. So I could actually put a library up here. Having said that, what's that? Yeah, there's a library there. I mean, I'll add somebody in. That all they're going to do, I suppose, is bring up books. But that covers that corner, so I've got the whole area covered as far as I can see. So that one goes right to the edges there, and then there's that one up there which will go as far as the corner. Yeah, I'm kind of like struggling to think what else I can do to cheer these folks up, because they're going to have to hit 100 to get that big house built if they want the mansion, I think it is, or the manor. It's one of the two. I know it's one of the two. Can't remember which, but it's one of the two. Right, the horses need flat ground, I've decided. It's not so much the horses as the fence, really. The fence will complain. I've had goats complain. No, I think it's a case of it's the fences that complain more than anything. I may have been blaming the goats, but it's quite possibly it's the fences that have the issue. Speaking of goats, where are we up to with our goats? Let's go from about here. That's 625. I can get up to... Let's go up to about there. I don't want to go too far, because it's like, do I really need that much work? Because it's just going to... All they're going to do is, like say, is just have a game of patty cake anyway, and we'll try and flatten things. Average out the cell height. It's a poor man's terraforming. Go that way. Still not close to getting this place flattened. Start over there. Just work my way around. I mean, I'll be able to go a lot quicker if I did just stripes, to be fair. Just like one wide. That would go a lot quicker, but it's too big there. Up there. Still thinking about that. So that, I don't want that. I want... Maybe I should bring that one cell back. Go to about there. Oh, and it's still... Oh, I've done that already. Cool. Right, if we go there. And there. Then a bit there. And a bit there. So that's interesting. So they're now starting to drop down to about that level. So that's about the point. So once this starts getting a lot lower, that's going to start to get interesting, because they won't be able to get down to from there. And it's getting a lot lower over on that side. So at some point we should get to a height on here where these are just, you just can't get up to there or across from these two sides. That's exactly what I want, because I just don't want the ability for raiders to come off the road and onto here. Although a lack of gold is going to be a problem. It's going to be kind of like, I'm going to have like a lot of towers, but I won't be able to afford anybody to actually man them. Slight downside, but no, it is what it is. Seems you can't have everything. Right, where are we up to in terms of our houses then? So these are starting to move along. That's now Yes, that's about as far as they're getting so far, up to homesteads. That gives you 5 people. So that's what I was hoping for. They'll get at least to there. Now, kind of like... It's kind of... Oh, yeah, that was one I've replaced. So that's got 5. That's got 8. So hopefully we'll at least get up to mana level, because the desirability is pretty high in the area. Let's see how our gardens are doing. Still thinking about it. I think they actually default the berries, actually. So I might be able to just leave them. Let's have a look-see over here. Right. Upgrade. Whatever you can do, just upgrade it. Right, cattle. Ah, no, that's a thought. Why not? Well, I haven't said that. How much meat are we producing? So if we go for protein, fish. Wow, look at that! All the meat. That's over 5,000 meat spoiled. That is bad. So I haven't quite got enough barrels in here. That one's done. I'd be interested to know where is this food that's spoiling. I mean, you get told about spoilage and problems in the fields, but I've no idea where's the issue in terms of all this meat. It's going somewhere, because I deliberately built things like these smokehouses up here. So where's the choke point, shall we say? Where's the issue where we're producing all this meat, there's nowhere for it to go and it just spoils. I mean, like, they've produced 1,020, but that's just bonkers. That's such a waste. I mean, almost 2,000 spoiled greens. Dairy. The milk, nearly 3,000 milk got spoiled. So where's the cheese maker? That's a brewery there, because they don't get enough. Oh, how are we doing for wheat these days? There's a bit of wheat. I mean, I might crank that up a bit. What are you doing in your garden?
What needs doing?
Okay, well, you enjoy yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing, you just ignore us. You just enjoy yourself. So warehouse there. So so the weavers are there. So where on earth did I put the? Where did I put the cheesy people? Oh! I'll learn to allow that. I shall have to accept that. It is just part of the situation. Oh, here we go. Right, so the cheese makers have stopped because of capacity. Got you. We've reached cheese capacity. It was a case of we've got too much cheese. Right, let's bring the cheese people back. We need cheese people back in our lives, because obviously that milk's just going to waste. Logicals. Okay, I'll just put that to one side. That's just, well, it's just part of life, really, isn't it? Unless somebody comes along that figures out how to deal with death. You know, I mean, have a bit of a conversation with the Grim Reaper and say, look, I don't agree. I don't want to shuffle off this mortal coil. Until somebody figures out how to do that, I think that's just inevitable. Right, we're getting into the winter, so it's probably, I think I might just leave that bit alone. I can upgrade that, I shall allow that. I can live with that. What I can't live with is the lack of money. Money is a problem. It's a significant problem because we just didn't have enough things in the actual trading post, which is a bit annoying. I need more people on the trading post. I've only got that's it. It's 4 people. So you're seeking food. How dare you seek food?
What needs doing?
You need to be working. That's what you need to be doing. Seriously, can you not get somebody else in the house to, like, get one of the children or something that's in there? You know, ask one of those to do that during the school holidays. Because we do have universities, incidentally. Educational establishments for these little ones. Hopefully then they'll learn to be, you know, good at pushing a wheelbarrow around and that sort of thing. That's what we need. Ideally, oh, hold on, what did that get to level 2? It's a large house. Okay, so there's a large house, so that gets you up to 6. So presumably then you go to the manor from that one, do you? Because that's the mansion. So that's interesting to see going from 4 to 5, 5 to 6, then 6 to... what's that, 8? Yeah. I think the big problem is just because of the... seriously, who's got a problem? How dare you have a problem? This is just not on. I don't think I can do anything about the... Having said that, we've got... how come we've got tons of honey now? I mean, if people get annoyed, the trouble is they'll just go out and drink more, but... oh, what the heck. It has to be done. I mean, they usually end up rolling around on the floor for a while, but sometimes they end up beating each other up, I suppose. There is that. That's a bit annoying. I'd much prefer if they were working, but... silly. Right, so... go and have a look at the ones over there. Because as far as I remember, they were all getting upgraded. Yeah, these are all getting built. They're all getting upgraded. And if memory serves, they just default to the berries anyway. Which is fine, because that's what they were... one of the things they complain about is a lack of food. Food variety. Oh, it's a thought. Let's go and have a look. Well, let's not look there. We'll look in here. I'm allowing up to 1,000 firewood. We've got plenty of logs. Oh, that was it. Somebody... well, they're called trees. Somebody was complaining about the... yeah, because there's a lot of trees over there. So, yeah, somebody was complaining about their work area. And there's tons of trees. What's the problem? Why is that a problem? Why do you want to make a problem out of not a problem? Intriguing. So the good thing is these buildings that were originally in a state of dishabille, or whatever you want to call it, have been knocked down and they're now starting to get rebuilt. And that's cost me like a lot of money. It's like we're losing money because I'm having to build things and upgrade things again. So that process is costing me money. For whatever reason, I'm struggling to sell anything to the traders. So that's costing me money. I think it's safe to say we've definitely got a money problem here. I mean, hopefully these houses eventually will get up to a better state. We'll start to kind of catch up a bit. We've got more people. At some point we'll have even more. So hopefully that'll get us more money. Otherwise I'm in deep duty. Right, just let's double check. Yeah, the default of berries, that's fine for me. So yeah, so as ever I think it's going to be a case of just plodding on playing patty cake with the areas around here. And I still need to get fences built to keep the goats. I mean, they don't, to be fair, they just wander out the gate anyway, but I feel obliged to put a proper fence in, because I don't think, like, if there had been any wolves in the area, I don't think they're clever enough to go through the gate. Whereas our animals, for some strange reason, are. Don't know how, maybe it's in the training. But yeah, there's some strange goings on. I haven't, touch wood, had an issue where the gold disappears and then eventually comes back, but boy, that's a big, big problem. So I guess we'll have to see how things turn out in the next episode.